$115, $424, $180. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Rzarecta, man, and I'm back with another banger, man. As you guys can tell by the title down below, we are back. We are doing something a little different. This is going to be the setup so that you guys have all been waiting for, man. I'm really excited to get into this video, guys. But before we get into the video, man, if you guys are new to the channel, please make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. If you guys enjoy this video, please make sure you guys smash that thumbs up and please watch the full video, guys. And I just want to say, my bad for taking so long on this video. I just wanted to get all the information that I needed to get for you guys with everything that I use. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted to get all the small bits and details of just about everything that I use, so that way to those that want to purchase anything that I use, they know what it does, they know how it works, and they'll feel comfortable doing so, so really excited to get into the video. Like I said, guys, without further ado, let's get into my setup tour, man. All right, guys.
Look at the top of his head. Look at his lips.
We're finally in my room. We are finally where my setup is at, guys. But before we get into the setup tour, as a disclaimer, I do want to say I was not sponsored by any of the companies in this video that I mentioned. Okay, guys, this is how I truly feel about all the products that I use. So you're gonna hear the good and the bad about everything that I use, guys. Okay, I'm pretty much ready to get into the video now. So the very first thing I would like to talk about is my desk. Let's get right into it, everyone. Now this desk right here, this is the Z-Line Design desk. It's a perfect desk. It has not one, not two, but 3 different layers on it. Perfect for just about anything that I want to do with my everyday usage, for anything, not anything, but my everyday usage within my desk. It has a lot of space where I could put things on here. And speaking of space, I got some games right here. If you guys see any games up here that you guys like, let's try to get this to focus. Hold on, guys. Boom, there it is. If you guys see any games right here that you guys like and you guys want me to do a walkthrough or stream on, please let me know down in the comment section below, and I'll do the best of my abilities so I can try to get that done for you guys. The next layer I would like to talk about is layer number 2. Now this layer holds my PS4 Pro, and not only that, it also holds my Elgato HD60S capture card. Now this capture card right here is freaking amazing. I love this capture card, guys. It's amazing, guys. We're gonna talk about this later on in the video, though. Right now, let's talk about the PS4 Pro. So the PS4 Pro, I really enjoy it. I love it. Every day, it's really great for everyday gaming. If you guys are hardcore gamers, you guys want to play like 72 hours a day, or not a day, my bad, 24 hours a day, you guys can do that. And I've done that a couple of times, and it's been an amazing experience. Nothing wrong with it. It runs extremely smoothly, in my personal opinion. It's the PS4 Pro. It's dope, and I'm pretty sure it has the 4K capability, but I don't use that because I don't really find the needs to game in a 4K. You know what I'm saying? I don't need a 4K resolution to game. I'm perfect with my 1080p 60 frames per second, The next thing I would like to talk about, though, within the PS4 Pro, like I said, it runs extremely smoothly. I haven't had any problems with it, but the one concern I do have is that whenever I play Call of Duty Modern Warfare, for some reason the thing starts to sound like a jet engine. So hopefully Sony can fix that with the PS5 coming out soon. Hopefully the PS5 does not have any problems like that within the PS4. You know what I'm saying? Because it would be crazy. I'll be playing Modern Warfare one day, and then out of nowhere, it sounds like a what? Like a jet engine, literally a jet engine. And it's like the craziest thing ever. Like sometimes I think the thing is either gonna explode or dead take flight by itself. Hopefully it doesn't do that until the PS5 comes out, because I would be screwed over. You know what I'm saying? I would really suck as well. But that's pretty much it for the PS4 Pro, guys. The next thing I want to talk about is my Elgato HD60S gaming capture card. Now this thing right here is literally the money maker. This is, oh my goodness, guys, the HD60S is literally freaking money, guys. Like, it's perfect for everyday recording on a game. Literally, I can record whatever I want on my PS4 and transport it over to any kind of editing software. It's amazing for just about every kind of recording, gaming. It's freaking sick, dude. I love it. And not only can I record games with it, I can also stream from it, which is super dope. So every time I stream on YouTube or every time I stream from twitch.tv, that's what I'm using right there, baby, the Elgato HD 60. So if you guys like the quality that I stream on, I would definitely suggest you guys purchase one of those right there. Extremely good product right there, guys. I have not experienced no problems with that, like, at all, guys. Now the third layer I want to talk about on my desk. So now the third layer is just pretty much empty, but I might move my computer to it or something. I'm not 110% sure yet. We're gonna have to see in the future and see what I do with it. If you guys want to see a part 2 of this setup tour later on in the near future, let me know down in the comment section below, y'all. Alright guys, so now listen, the very next thing I wanted to talk about was the controller that I use whenever I play, you know, any game. So let's get into it right now. Okay, so now we are back at the first, the first level of my desk. As you can see, there are 5 controllers up here. 2 out of the 5 of these controllers look like they are in good usable condition, because as you can see, the other 3 are messed up. Now let me explain something to you. So this controller in the middle, now this is a Battle Beaver controller. This controller down left, this is a Scuff controller. Another Scuff controller, and boom, another Scuff controller. And like I said, this is a Battle Beaver controller right here. So here's the thing with Scuff controllers. Now don't get me wrong, they are definitely extremely good controllers, but the only thing is about them, in my own personal opinion, I feel like they don't last as long as Battle Beaver controllers, unfortunately. And I just got to be honest with you guys. Like I said, they are extremely good controllers, because as you can see, the paddles on the back, they help you. So let's say you're playing a first-person shooter game, right? And instead of you having to move your right thumb off of the thumbstick to press the button over here, you just press the paddle on the bottom of the controller. Like I said, guys, really extremely good controllers. The only thing is, just the quality just isn't up to par with Battle Beaver, unfortunately, y'all. And with that being said, I kind of had like the same issue with all these controllers. It's either the sprint button stopped working, and with this one, this is what they call, hold on, let me get this to focus. So this is what they call the Scuff stick right here, and I have the concave one. And after a while of me using it, it looks like it melted, like a witch or something. It literally started to melt. This controller right here, though, this was different. This was one of the first Scuff controllers that I ever got. This is one of the first controllers that ever came out for the PS4, I believe. And the problem I started to experience with this controller wasn't with the thumbstick. The problem I started to experience with this controller was with these 4 main buttons right here. For whatever reason, I couldn't use them. I don't know what happened, but it just came to a time where randomly I pressed my PlayStation button, and then out of nowhere, these 4 buttons right here, they just stopped working, which was extremely weird, So I just got really curious. I don't know what the heck happened. That's when I purchased this one over here. And that's when, boom, the analog sticks, I stopped. The sprint button stopped working. So it really screwed me over, guys. Now, I'm not saying, don't buy a Scuff controller. I would say definitely buy a Scuff controller if you guys want to. Just be cautious that, some of the controllers are kind of iffy, you know what I'm saying? But, the Battle Beaver controller I've had this controller for months and have not experienced any problems with it, and I'm extremely happy to say that. So they're both really good controller brands, don't get me wrong, but I'm just saying, just be careful, just be careful with what kind of Scuff you buy and all that good stuff. But like I said, both really great controller brands. Let's get into the next thing. Alright, so hopefully I don't sound too far for you guys. The next thing I want to talk about are the Astro A40TR headset. I have a mod kit on this headset, which was another $60, I believe, for the headset. Well, not $60 for the headset, but $60 for the mod kit. The headset itself was about $250. I really like these headsets because they're extremely customizable. Not only that, just the quality of the headset is amazing too. You can I haven't dropped these. I haven't dropped these yet. The last pair I had, I dropped a couple times and nothing happened to them. I just decided to sell them because of how old they were. It was the first version of the Astro A40TRs. This is the second version with the newer mix amp. I'll show you guys the newer mix amp in just a second. Right now, let's talk about this right here though. I love how customizable these are, and not only that, this right here is a soundproof. It's a soundproof ear cuff. So for my hardcore gamers that don't want to have any outside sound annoying them while they have their headsets on, this is the perfect headset for you, especially with the mod kit coming with the soundproof ear cuff, One thing I was kind of mad about when I first got this headset, I always thought that it came with the soundproof ear cuffs, but they don't. You have to buy the mod kit just to get a soundproof ear cuff, like I said, which is an extra $60, which can be a little costly for some people. It's definitely not cheap for this headset, guys. There are some good substitutions, like the A10s. I think those are about $60, but I figured, you know, with this being my second headset, I might as well just get these. You know, I love the A40 TRs, and with this being the second version, I expected, like, you know, the same thing, and they definitely delivered with these. And especially with the, like I keep saying, the customizable ear cuffs and things like that. You can pretty much take everything off this headset and put a different, you know, just add different colors. I believe there's red, like the one I have right here. There's blue, black, green, white. There's all types of different colors, guys. So if you guys are interested, I'll definitely have a link for these down in the description box below. Let's move on to the next two things though. Okay guys, so after the headset, the next thing I want to talk about is this thing right here. This right here, this is the mix amp I was just talking about. This mix amp goes with my A40 TRs. I love this mix amp right here. It's super dope and it's extremely customizable, just like the headset. Now let's say you're in a party chat and everyone's talking too loud. You switch this over to the left and now you have more game sound. And if your game sound is too loud and you can't hear your friends that much, you switch this over to the right and now it's vice versa. You hear your friends more than you hear your game volume. This is extremely dope because of the Dolby surround sound. You can switch it to mono sound. And then down here, there's these lines are these lights right here there 4 different customizable modes that you can use within the headset. Switch them through just by pressing that button. There's a tournament ready mode, there's a regular mode, and I believe there's a medium mode too. So just in case, like, you know, you just want to sit back and just listen to music while you play your game, you can do that. This right here is just a master volume. This controls all the sound within the headset. Super dope, super customizable, just like I said. Same thing as the headset. So it's amazing how Astro was able to put these two things together, this right here and the headset I have around my neck. They were able to bring them together and literally make one amazing, I can't say one amazing product because they're two separate products at the end of the day, but it's still super dope what you can do with both these things, man. Like I said, they're extremely customizable and I love them for that. Next thing I would like to talk about is the webcam that I use to make reactions. So now, boom, this webcam right here, this is the Logitech, either the C920 or the C922. I forget the name because I don't know what it is. I always get those two mixed up, but they're pretty much the same. The only difference I know about is that one records in 30 frames per second and the other one records in 60 frames per second. This right here is still pretty good for it to record in 30 frames per second. You guys can see in all my reaction videos, this is what I use, but I will probably be upgrading to the 60 frames per second one in the near future. So just wait on that, and you know, changes will come. But like I said, super good webcam. I'll leave the link for this down in the description box below so y'all can buy that if you guys want to. The next two things I want to talk about now though is the two monitors that I use. So now this monitor on the right side, this is the BENQ RL2455HM monitor. It's a really good monitor. I still use it, but I only use it like whenever I'm editing videos now, or just watching YouTube videos. I really don't use it to game that much anymore, only because I bought a second monitor, and the second monitor that I bought was the Asus, I believe it's called the Asus VG245H or 2458 or 248. I forget the name. I will leave the name for it down in the description box below for you guys though. They are both 1 millisecond 60 hertz monitors, so they both work extremely well, and I just love like the 1 millisecond response time that they have. I was gonna talk about the computer, but how could I talk about the computer before I even talk about the keyboard, man? Now this is the Corsair K68 RGB keyboard. This works extremely well for everything that I need it for, but I really don't play any games like that on my PC. So the thing that I really like about this the most is just like, you know, I love the lighting on it. You can change the colors if you want to make it like a rainbow color. I can do this all red, all blue, all green, different splash colors with it. Now, one thing that I really do like about this keyboard is this right here. The fact that you can take and customize any key that you want. Even the spacebar comes, oh, okay, well, see, even the spacebar, or I said the spacebar, my bad. Even the space bar comes off with ease, you know what I'm saying? So it's pretty cool how you guys can do that, or how you're able to do that. Removing keys, customizing the keys. My bad everybody, my camera died. So as I was saying, this is going to be the Corsair K68 RGB keyboard. The one thing that, or one of the things that I enjoy about this keyboard, not only does it have like just the splash colors and everything like that, but just the ability I have, if I want to, I can take every single key out and put different keys in if I wanted to, you know what I'm saying? And I really do enjoy that. It just adds freedom and it adds value to the keyboard, I feel like. You know, just my personal opinion, like just the more customizable something is, the better it is, you know? And after the keyboard, I want to get into the computer. So let's get right into the computer, guys. So now that we're down at the computer, this is the inside of the computer, guys. But before we even get into the inside of the computer, I just want to show you guys the case. This is the, well, the top of the case, I guess, you know? So this case, this is the NZXT H500 case. So when I got the case, I believe it was around anywhere between $70 to $100. Don't quote me on that price. I will have the price for all this stuff down in the description box below. So just in case you guys want to buy any of it, you guys have the, you know, it'll be right there in the description box for you guys to buy it. But if you guys remember me saying, you know, just customizability adds value to the price of something. The really cool thing about this case is the fact that you could take off, see right here, this is a glass panel. You can take off this glass panel. Let me just sit this over here to the side, guys, 1 second. You can take off this glass panel and actually see the end, like just touch, like, you know what I'm saying? You can get to the inside of the computer, quickness and ease, you know what I'm saying? And I love that about this computer right here, man. As you guys can see right here, this is the processor. Well, under that is the processor. This is the fan for the processor. It's just a regular stock AMD fan right there. And the motherboard is the Asus Strix B350 motherboard. All this stuff will be down in the description box below just in case you guys want to see it. And now, so one really cool thing about the computer is that the two RAM sticks, they are right here. You guys can't see them right now because I have them off. But the cool thing is, look at this. See how cool that is? Like, they light up. But not only do they light up, they are in sync with my keyboard right here. So I'm going to try to do this fast enough, guys. So boom, and then come down here, and then boom, they light up. Or I don't know if I did that fast enough. I'm not going to try that again, though, because I really don't want to break anything. So as you guys can hear, if you guys can hear that, that's me clicking the keyboard. And every time I click the keyboard, it lights up the RAM sticks. See, the really cool thing about Corsair is that they have, I forgot what it's called. You know how Asus, they have OrSync. Corsair has like their own kind of synchronization thing. So where you can sync together whatever Corsair devices you have, or not devices, my bad. So let's say I have a like for a perfect example right now, this keyboard, boom, lights up and it's in sync with the RAM sticks. Let's say I had like a full Corsair layout, I could put everything in sync and just this whole thing would be looking like a freaking light show. Now, the only thing, you know, it's super cool that I'm able to do that. However, I'm kind of upset that Corsair, they don't really have anything for, you know, like the music sync, how what is it called? Asus, not Asus. Yeah, Asus does. So like I said, Asus has OrSync, and that's with, you know, you can sync the music with the lights. So that's where things really get cool. It's literally like a light show. It's like the music will be no, my bad. So yeah, the music will be playing and then the lights will sync up to the beat, or like whatever beat the music is on, you know. And it's super cool that you can do that with but I'm kind of mad you can't do that with Corsair, you know. If you could do that with Corsair, it would be so much better, but unfortunately you can't right now, unless they made an update that I don't know about. Hopefully they do make an update for that soon, but unfortunately, as to my knowledge right now, there's not. Now I'm just gonna get into the prices of all these things and then just get a total for you guys back at home. So let's do that right now. Okay guys, so early on in the video I was talking about this desk. This desk cost me $115, give or take. It was a third-party store on Walmart that I bought it off of. Again, it's called the Z-Line desk, guys. Z-Line desk. PS4 Pro cost me $424 after taxes. Once again, guys, super reliable console. I love this console right here. Now this baby, this bad boy right here, the bread and butter, this cost $180. So when you look at it, it's not that big of an investment. It's a super cheap investment considering how much money you could get back. So it's not necessarily a gamble, it's an investment, guys. So always remember that, guys. If you guys ever want to do something in life, you guys are most likely going to have to lose money in order to make money, you know. Always remember that, guys. Always remember that, guys. So now the next two prices I want to talk about are the two monitors. So let's do that right now. Alright, we're gonna get everything going from the left side to the right. So boom, this monitor right here cost me $180. This monitor also cost me $180. This bad boy up here, I believe, cost me somewhere around $70. Don't quote me on that price. It will be down in the description box below, so go check that out, guys. This headset was $250, and the only reason why it was $250 was because it came with this mix amp. So now what they do is they will sell you the mix amp and the headset separately, guys, but you have to go out and look for those, I believe. So I believe this is somewhere around 160, and then this is anywhere around 180 to 170. Don't quote me on these prices, please, because I do not know for 110% sure, guys. The keyboard was around $60 to $75, guys, and honestly, it's pretty dope. Like I said, you guys can make it light up and all that stuff if you guys are into that, but if not, you know, I understand. It's not mandatory, you know. Now down here, like I said, the case cost me about anywhere between $60 to $75. A better range would be $60 to $100, but I'm not 110% sure. The price, I gotta stop saying this, but the prices for all this stuff will be down in the description box below. Now the fan and the processor came together, and I believe the price for that was, I want to say one something. I'm not 100% sure though. The 2 RAM sticks was probably $70 maybe. The Zotac 1060 graphics card was a little over $200 at the time, and that's when I got it. Honestly, it's probably a lot cheaper now, to be honest. So you guys can definitely go check that out if you guys are interested in buying that. But the motherboard was probably somewhere around $100. Do not quote me on none of these prices, please, because I do not know for 110% sure, guys. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much it for my setup. That's pretty much everything that I use. Actually no, so without me turning on the computer, I can tell you, for me to edit, like whenever I edit my videos, guys. So yeah, that's pretty much it for like my setup and everything, guys. For everything that I use, guys, it's you know, it's pretty straightforward. It's nothing too fancy, but it's okay, you know. It's all right. You don't need the most fancy stuff and all. You don't need like the most blingy, the most fancy stuff to get the job done, you know what I'm saying? First, so here's one, like, if you guys take anything away from this video, this is one thing that I really want you guys to take away from it, is that you don't always need the flashiest stuff to, you know, to get something done. The first thing you want to worry about when you're trying to get something done is just to make sure if that stuff that you have can actually get it done. And then you can worry about, you know, upgrading to getting to the more fancy stuff like that, you know. So always remember, guys, you first make sure the stuff can get the job done. Then as long as it gets the job done, then you guys can move up from there, you know. So same thing with you guys out there. I'm talking to you. Yes, you. If you guys want to buy anything, you don't have to buy this stuff that's as expensive as my stuff, you know. You don't have to do that. You guys can get things that are cheaper. Just make sure the quality of those things are good, you know. Make sure those things can get whatever you want them to get done. Make sure you can get that done, you know. That's the very first thing you want to worry about. I know I see a lot of people out here like with the most, you know, expensive setups and cool things like that, but hey, they all started where you guys started at. They all started where I started at, you know what I'm saying? You got to start from the bottom to make your way all the way up to the top, or to climb, you know. You always got to step, you always got to start at that first step, guys. Always remember that, you know, never get discouraged for just because my setup is better than your setup or the next person's setup. Just know there was a time that I didn't have any of this stuff. I had to work for it, you know. So always remember that, guys. It's not gonna come like that. You guys gotta work for your stuff. Anything you guys want, you guys gotta work for it. Always remember that. And once you guys get it, don't change who you are, man. Just always stay the same person that you are, guys. I know this setup costs somewhere a little over $1,000 because my PC by itself is $750. And like just 2 monitors, that's another $300 right there. The PS4 was $424. So I would say roughly $1,500 to $1,600, guys. But like I said, guys, it's everything. I gotta get right with these camera angles, man. But like I said, guys, you know, it didn't happen overnight. This is everything that I worked for. It did not happen like that. This is stuff that it took me years to get. It's not something that I just got with all in the same year, you know. The first monitor I got, it was like 2 or 3 years, or no, yeah, 3 years later for me to get my next monitor, you know what I'm saying? The first thing I had to get was the monitor. I did my stuff pretty backwards, but that's gonna be it for this video, guys. I appreciate you guys for coming through. Those that watched up to this point, thank you so much for watching up to this point. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you for all the love and support, man, because without you guys, I wouldn't be making videos and stuff like that. I wouldn't be motivated to make YouTube videos or anything like that. So thank you guys again. I appreciate you guys again. Peace, love, positivity. Spread that message as far as you beautiful freaking people can, man. And that's gonna be it, guys. I'll be streaming tonight, by the way, so if you guys watched up to this point, I'll be streaming tonight, and hopefully I can see you guys there. If not, I'll see you guys in the next stream. I love you guys, man, and I mean that. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.